So today, a little bit of a collaboration video with a guy called Obi Vincent. Now, me and Obi go way back. I think we first met in 2014 when I did my first competition for the WBFF Muscle Model Federation. I got to know him there. He's a cool guy, down to earth. I've been following him for a while now, and I've noticed he's made very recently this transition from doing hypertrophy focused sessions to more CrossFit style, doing all these different mobility routines. It caught my interest, to say the least. So I wanted to link up with him. It had been a few years since I last met him, so I wanted him to put me through a routine. I went into central London to where he does his training on a regular basis, and this was the session. What's up, guys? I'm outside the Royal Docks CrossFit Centre in London, and today I'm going to go through a CrossFit routine with my main man, Obi Vincent. This is stepping well outside of my comfort zone. I want to do something different. I want to push myself, I want to challenge myself, and I actually want to see what my fitness and conditioning levels are at the moment. So, let's go. Yes. Fist bump, what's good? Long time no see. Here we go, the main man, Obi Vincent. How are you doing today? Good?
Good, very good.
What torture have you got planned for me? I see all of this. Looks like a complete foreign language.
Yeah, we do like 3 hours of, session.
No.
Today we are doing an 8-minute, and he's just dropped my camera.
What? No, I didn't.
An 8-minute AMRAP, which means as many reps as possible within the 8 minutes. So how it will work is ski erg for 8 calories, burpees onto a box jump over for 8 calories, 8 reps, assault bike for 8 calories, and then push press, barbell push press for 8 reps at 50 kilos. So what that means is we go through each round. Once all 4 is completed, we'll start again, and we keep going for that 8 minutes. We'll see how many rounds we can each get.
So, yeah. Looking forward to it, can't wait.
Should be fun.
Right, okay, so obviously before we do any kind of routine like this, we need to make sure that we're properly warmed up, especially since it's the middle of winter in England and it's freezing outside. So I want to know what your top 3 or 4 best warm-up exercises are before you do your usual thing.
Before I do a session. The first one, I always use a rower. Right. So, because that is everything. So your legs and the upper body. So probably about 2 minute row. Or try and do like a 500 meter row as quick as you can.
Get your heart rate up.
Yeah. Build your heart rate up. And then we'll go into walking lunges. Simple walking lunges.
Body weight?
Again, no weights. Just walking lunges. Third one, usually, there's more, but to keep it simple, you can use a broomstick or an elastic band. Just warm up your shoulders. Just over, about 10 of those, up.
Get the shoulders nice and loose.
Yeah, shoulders nice and loose. Those 3 things do everything. Yeah. Because you've already warmed up your legs, which is probably the most important.
How long would you spend warming up?
Ideally, I would say 10 minutes warming up.
Yeah. Don't want to spend too much time warming up. Focus should be on the actual workout itself.
But obviously, it depends on the type of training. Yeah. So if you're doing a lot of compound movements on the day, which we're not doing today, but if that was the case, then you might want to spend a little bit more time warming up properly. But for this, you just need to get your heart rate up.
If you're doing a lower body routine, obviously you've got to warm your legs up a little bit more. If it's upper body, they need to do more upper body little warm-ups.
Oh, they can never. When I grinded for my shit in the coldest weathers. Rain gone by the rolly weather. Yeah, you got a whip, but I'm rolling better. Roll with no sauce and flavors. Or maybe Maddie in the ride. No bait link up, so she tryna link up till they catch me outside. Yeah. Never blame us when we've been about for ages. Now we young, rich and famous. Niggas wanna shame us and break us. How could they break us when we've been about for ages? Now we young, rich and famous. Niggas wanna shame us and break us. How could they? Ain't nothing new, yo, I've been on my block.
So I think it's safe to say that my fitness levels could do with some improvement. The first round wasn't too bad, but after that was complete, you kind of expect to have a rest period, but there was no rest period. You look at the clock and you realise, oh, There's only 6.5 minutes left to go, and you just have to power on and keep doing it, and just try and keep as tight a form as possible, and just keep pushing through and ignoring that little voice in your head which is saying, Mike, we need to stop, because you can't. You can only stop once the 8 minutes is up.
And time.
Blame us what we've been about for ages. Now we young, rich and famous. Niggas wanna shame us and break us. How could they break us when we've been about for ages?
Right, so that's me. I'm absolutely done in. I can't believe it's only been 8 minutes, but that is, it feels like I've been working out for an hour. So Obi, thank you very much for that. I'm gonna have to come back again and do something like this. I'm sure I'm gonna be better adapted when I come to do it next time. Prepared. So thanks a lot, my man.
Welcome.
See you in a bit. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
See you later.
So that was the session. Very interesting, very tough, very CrossFit. I'm going to tell you now what my main thoughts on the session and CrossFit as a whole are. Okay, so first of all, if you do CrossFit, that's cool. I've not got anything against CrossFitters. If you want to do it, do it. You know, as long as you're being active, you're enjoying what you're doing, and you're getting the results which you want to see, then that's great. However, if anyone is going to do CrossFit, you need to learn how to lift. Okay, if you don't, or if you've never been taught how to lift properly, it's more than likely you're going to injure yourself, because I'm very much placing my focus and emphasis on form. And when I was going through this routine, after a couple of minutes, I was struggling to keep strict form. I'm noticing I was getting sloppy. You know, I was using momentum, using body weight, and if you're not careful enough, if you're just throwing about heavy weights, you are going to injure yourself. What I would also say is doing something like this is going to be highly beneficial for your fitness and your conditioning. So when you're doing your, say for example, someone like me doing my hypertrophy sessions, my recovery between sets is going to be really fast. Okay, so if I did like a heavy ass set of squats, if I did no HIIT, no cardio, I would usually find that I'm out of breath for a longer period of time. Whereas if I do something like this HIIT once a week, once every 2 weeks, I'll notice my recovery is going to be much better, and I'll just feel a lot healthier. I would also say, when it comes to CrossFit, if your goal is to be as big as you can possibly be, in other words, to prioritize muscle hypertrophy, this is not the type of training you want to be doing, okay? Or at least you should limit how often you do it. You are, okay, to some extent, you will put on some muscle mass, but it's not going to be a huge amount. If you want to take it to the next level, you're going to have to focus more on hypertrophy focused sessions and less on cardio based sessions. And I'll finish up just by saying that it is good from time to time to do something different and to do something challenging. Okay, doing that session was not enjoyable. It was very tough, okay, but I felt great after I did it, because I did something I was almost afraid of doing, because I'm not good at this kind of thing. I don't do much cardio in my own training regime, and I felt great after doing it. And I think it's also it's good for the body and it's good for the mind to do something different and to push yourself out of your comfort zone. So if you want to give it a try, give it a try. But don't worry, this channel is not going to turn into some mad crossfitting channel. It's going to be sticking with, you know, the weightlifting and so on. So thanks for watching. There's going to be more collabs coming. If there's anyone you want to see me collab with, drop me a comment and I'll give it a read. So thanks for watching. See you in a bit. If you want to check out and the links to OB's social media pages are below. Obviously mine are there as well. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram and give me a like every now and then. Cool. See you in a bit. Bye.